Jesus begins his work of restoration. He comes among the people as a beacon of hope. People that have been afflicted by so many problems, sicknesses, deaths in their families, people that are hungry and thirsty. Jesus appears on the scene and begins to give them a reason to believe, a reason to live again, a reason to believe in God. He is a beacon of hope indeed. That's why we are told in today's gospel that the people that lived in darkness, because Jesus has arrived, have now seen the great light. People of the territories of Zebulun and Naphtali, those coming from Gentile territories who lived in darkness, who lived in the deprivation of the knowledge of God, Jesus has appeared to them and has become a beacon of hope. They have a reason to believe in God. They have a reason to live again. When you are lost in the bush, you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. Those of you that have been to the village and to places where there are thick bushes, imagine you get lost in the middle of nowhere. But those small places they call Pamitanda. You know, Pamitanda is a like someone goes to build a thatched house or a small hut in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not a village as such. It is just in the middle of nowhere. So when you get lost in the bush like that, and you have no hope of getting back home, like you can even cry if you want. There is no hope that you're going to find your way back home. You can do whatever you want. There is no hope. Now you begin to look at yourself. How am I going to survive? Where do I get food? Where do I get this? You are completely lost. And then all of a sudden, you see smoke, Pamitanda. Usually that is what you're going to see. Some smoke going up. And then you realize, Pamitanda, there should be a human being living there. Whatever that human being is doing in the middle of nowhere, that is not my business. But that person must at least know the way back to the village. So you follow what? You follow the smoke. Follow the smoke until you get to that place. Usually you just find maybe just a hut or two huts there. And then there's this guy or this woman living there, and yes, what can we do for you? No, I've lost my way. I've been in the bush for 2 days. I can't find my way. And after you explain yourself, then this one leads you to the place where you have to be. So Jesus can be viewed as that smoke coming out of that small place, that Pamitanda. And the person that is lost is you and me. When we get involved in activities of the world, we lose the way. We don't know how to get back home anymore. We need somebody to lead us back home. Maybe you find yourself in some sort of hardship, and you can't see yourself believing in God anymore. You have lost your way. So when Jesus comes into your life, when you are feeling like that, he becomes a beacon of hope. You feel some kind of relief that no matter what, this person must know the way that leads back home. So that gives you a lot of hope. It gives you even energy. Jesus comes into the lives of the people that have been living in darkness, and all of a sudden they see a great light. They have hope that tomorrow is going to be a better day. Many people today are going through things that disturb their faith. Some people have even stopped going to church because it's like wasting time going to church. Maybe they look at themselves as the worst sinners. They've done so many bad things. When they go to church, they feel judged. When they go to work, they feel judged. When they go to any other place, they feel judged. So the only thing for them is do what? Withdraw from the world, withdraw from the church, withdraw from everybody and anything else. And they lock themselves up in their houses or in their rooms. They have lost hope. But actually, when that happens, that is when depression kicks in. Many people are depressed because of all those things. They don't see hope out there. But today's readings, I think, give them hope as much as they give us ourselves hope. Say, it doesn't matter what you have done, where you have been to, it doesn't matter the size of the sins, the color of the sins that you have committed, it doesn't matter. When Jesus comes into your life, all that becomes history, because he comes to drive out all that. The same way that is casting out demons, the same way that is restoring people's health, Jesus comes into your life to drive out that darkness so that you can have the courage to live again. You can have the reason to exist again. We are encouraged today to cling on to this Jesus that comes into our lives every day. The Jesus that we listen to every day, the Jesus that we receive every day. We pray for ourselves to gather courage and to march towards that beacon of hope, that small light which we see glistening in the distance, to swim towards that light, to walk towards that smoke we see coming from a hut in the middle of nowhere, because that is our beacon of hope, and that is Jesus in our lives.